Hi, I'm Maria from thegreensmoothiechallenge.com, which is a website that I've created for people from all around the world to come together and join in the first annual worldwide Green Smoothie Challenge. It's a time for us all to get together at the same time and cleanse and rejuvenate and increase our energy levels. And I'm so happy that you've joined us. Today is day 8 of the first annual worldwide Green Smoothie Challenge. That means we only have 2 days left. That means you are almost done with your challenge, with achieving a very challenging goal that you have set out to attain. And I am so proud of you. I'm so excited that there's only 2 days left. Although I can say for myself, I'm really not looking forward to eating any differently. I feel so good. I love living on green smoothies and a few nuts here and there and lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. It just makes me feel so good. My mind starts clearing up and I can set my priorities, set my intentions for the year, figure out what kinds of things I want to work on and change and what patterns I'd like to see an improvement in. And I hope you're having the same experience. I also have felt so much more energy when I'm exercising. I was able to do that whole run again today. I was so excited. I just got myself all lost in a talk I was listening to on my iPod, and before I knew it I was done, and I felt like I could have run twice as far. That alone makes me just want to stay on the Green Smoothie Challenge forever. So I hope you're having an awesome experience. I hope you have tons of energy and you're able to exercise. A couple things I'm going to address today. One is low blood sugar and lack of energy. For those of you who are exercising a lot, I've received some questions about that. I'll be addressing that. I'm going to talk a little bit about depression associated with taking certain foods out of your diet. Just super, super normal. I've experienced it myself. I still do. My husband was so crabby even just over the weekend. It happens to everyone. So if that's happening to you, you're so normal, and it's just what happens when you take all those comforting foods out of your diet. So not to worry. It's a life work for many, many people. Another thing I'm going to talk about is planning your diet, your post-challenge diet. Now is the time to start doing that so that you know what you're going to start eating the first day you come off of the challenge. If you have a plan, you're much more likely to succeed. So those are the things I'll be addressing. I'm just going to touch on a little bit some tools for your tool bag to avoid eating foods that you would rather not eat once you come off the challenge. It's kind of easy to avoid them when you're on the challenge because you've made this commitment. And then you come off the challenge, some of those foods might start calling your name again if they quit. And I just want to address how to go about facing that. So the first thing I want to say is that it's time to start planning your post-challenge diet. And in order to do that, what I recommend is just having a list of 10 breakfasts that you like, 10 lunches that you like, and 10 dinners that you like. That seems doable to most people to make a list like that, and then make a list of 10 snacks that you like, and even some of the raw desserts that you might like to try. That way, you can just take that list out, make your plan for the week, go shopping, and it's not this enormous, overwhelming, like, oh my gosh, there's so many possibilities, I don't even know where to begin. We fall into that trap. We all fall into that trap. And so you can get my book. My book has some great recipes in it. Another great resource is the Weston A. Price Foundation. I really like a book called Nourishing Traditions. There's a great book called The Raw Food Detox Diet where she has a lot of options that are not raw. She even talks about what kinds of meats and eggs and cheese and things like that that you can eat if you're trying to just improve your diet. I really like Natalia Rose's book. So get some tools in your tool bag. One of the things that I find when foods start calling my name and I just am like struggling with why do I want potato chips so much, or why is that bag of chocolate chips in the pantry just like shouting for me to come and have 3 handfuls, that's when I go, okay, self, we need to have a talk. what's up? And normally I find that I am either bored or stressed or sad, or I just am not taking any time for myself to figure out what my purpose in this life is, maybe not planning my day very well, so I end up with some downtime, not knowing where to go. So if that happens to you, remember that it's always your choice where you put your energy, and it's your choice if you let those chocolate chips take energy away from you. So when that starts happening, you need to just make a shift and start thinking about something that is a good thing to think about. Like a lot of times I'll just go get out one of my raw food books or a healthy food book and start finding some healthy options. If I'm craving chocolate, I'll make myself my chocolate shake. The one that I have in my book, The Green Smoothie Challenge Companion. I'll maybe make myself some strawberry or mango ice cream. Make myself something healthy. So do something else. Don't just sit there and let your energy be zapped away by that food that's shouting at you to eat it. You're having this conversation inside yourself, those two voices. Yes, I want it. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Just stop that and put your mind on something positive. So go get some cookbooks, some raw food prep books, and start getting some fresh ideas. That is the best way I know to get your mind off of the things that you don't want to have and on to some exciting new things that you want to try. I'm super excited tonight because I'm going to make fennel soup for my husband and I, and that's out of Rainbow Green Live Food Cuisine by Gabriel Cousins. I love that book. And I'm just looking so forward to dinner because I'm going to have something other than a green smoothie. It's still green smoothie-ish. Has some greens, it's all vegetables, and it is so good. It's yummy, yummy. So get your mind onto the optimal foods that you do want to be putting into your body. Just get some fresh inspiration. That's really so much of it. So often. Put your energy into just finding new foods that you can eat. Another thing that I find is that just finding your passion and focusing a little bit, letting yourself have some time devoted to your passion in life, whatever gifts that you have, whether it be volunteering, helping others, fishing, writing, running, you know, whatever you like to do, devote a little time to that and make sure you're just getting an outlet for yourself. Make sure you're planning appropriately. Get out your list every morning, look over what you need to do, plan out your day, and if you have areas of downtime, make sure you have some structure associated with that downtime. Okay, the other thing I'm going to talk about today is depression, and I know personally when I got really serious about my health after I'd been through a long period of pretty enormous stress and my health just kind of went south. Last spring, I went on all raw foods for a few months, and I went through a period of a couple months of depression like I had never really felt before. I just felt down every day, just kind of not looking forward to the day. And it lasted about 8 weeks, and I look back at that now and think that I wasn't quite realizing what a big deal it is to take a lot of comforting foods out of your diet, because what I find is that we all find comfort in food. I think every single one of us finds it comforting to eat. And our stress is reduced when we eat. Eating is one of life's greatest pleasures. It's celebratory, it's fun, it feels good. And certain foods make us feel really good. And when we take some of those foods out of our diet, we're left with emotions to deal with that we in the past had been covering up with food. So I think what happens with me anyway, is that I feel down, depressed, so I eat. Instead of saying, okay, self, what's up? What's wrong? Am I sad? Am I hungry? Am I mad? Am I thirsty? Am I overwhelmed? Am I stressed out? What's up? Why am I not really hungry and I want to eat? Why is that dumb bag of chocolate chips calling out my name all day long? Really, that's when you just need to sit down and find out what's going on with yourself. Find out what you're stressed about, because it's really hard to solve a problem if we don't know that we have it. And if we eat every time we have a problem instead